out of the south. Pretty good breeze. Rain expected later on. Send that slot in motion. Davenport calls it. Fakes, looks, tried to throw it. He did throw it. Somebody hit him as soon as he threw it. That was Kevin Hasty there. And Sellers was there with him, but Hasty hit him as soon as he was trying to throw the football. Incomplete. Second down and 15.
Hasty and Alls did a good job of getting penetration, getting those hands up as the quarterback Davenport tried to play fake, come with a quick slant to the receiver Chris Pearson. Incomplete. Second down.
Pearson wide to the left, Dunn wide to the right. Take the ball, they run that tailback, and we hit him in the backfield and knocked him down. And France got hit by Marscadelli first, and Alls and Sellers and Hasty and a whole bunch of blue people. Blue Devils all over him on the 20. He lost back to the 19, I think they're going to spot it. Maybe even the 18 and a half. They'll put it on the 19.
They like Dan France. He's one of the leaders on this football team. They've had a couple of seniors who have fallen by the wayside. France was injured in that Lincoln County game, had the arthroscopic surgery. This is his first contact since he's been injured here tonight.
Two wide outs to the right for Oakland. They take it and run a sweep to France, and here comes our Blue Devils, and he cuts it in. He made a pretty good cut and got to the 26 and got knocked down by a couple of secondary people. Cancer was over there. Ron C. and Sellers were there. We knock him down on the 26. It's fourth down. They got the wind behind them to punt. Fourth down and about 12. Fourth and 12. And Reeder comes in, and the wind is behind Olita. I think he's the punter, too. Is that right?
That's right. Aaron Olita, a junior, O-L-I-T-A, will stand on about his own 11-yard line.
We look like we're lined up to block it. We've got one man back. We've got 9 in the line of scrimmage. Snap is back. The punt is away, and we roughed the kicker, or did we? Good punt. Way down to the 20. Well, it hits on the 30 and rolls all the way to the 21, and barely we escaped the roughing the kicker. Terry, he kicked it way down the field with a wind behind his back. I thought we might have had a roughing the kicker. No call. Ball rolls all the way to the 21.
Bruce, from the 26, he rolls dead on 11 and 21. That's 53 yards for Olita. A good punt. Lebanon takes over on their own 21.
John, you had a bird's eye view. What'd you think on the penalty?
Well, the official had one or two opinions. Either he had his foot already down or Cantor was blocked into the kicker.
All right, John, no penalty call. Lebanon comes up on the 21. First down and 10. They go in the wind. Back to pass. Wide open. Reeder, 25. Reeder, 30. 33 got hit and spun. Reeder, nobody covered him. He got all the way to the 33 and got a first down and got 12 yards. Nobody was out there on Reeder, and he just stood there and waited for the ball.
Got to be a mess up in that secondary somehow, Bruce, as Reeder all by himself in the first down pass and catch from Triplett to Reeder.
So we send Reeder out there, and he's wide open. Nobody came to cover him. We're in that flex offense. Job is split to the right. Reeder's over there to the flanker, and Moe's this way. Cantrell's a fullback. Back to pass. Draw up the middle. Sellers flag on the play. 40. Sellers slides down on the 42, but there's a flag, and I bet it's holding. Flag is on the field. Lies down there on the 27-yard line. That may cost us back to the 17. Lebanon's holding in the middle. We ran a good draw and went to the 42 and a half, but that will be wiped out.
Good-looking football play as the junior tailback, Jade Sellers, had great yardage, but it's going to be all for naught on the holding penalty.
Let's see where the flag was on the 27. They back it up to the 33, and they penalize the 15 down to the 22. Now he's going to put it on the 23. What do you got, Terry?
Bruce, he's confused. It should have been a 15-yard penalty from the 33. We should be at the 18. We're not. We're at the 23, but we'll take it.
I think it's 10 yards holding now in high school. Is that right? Take it inside trap. That's our slot back pounding his way to the 29. Got knocked down on the 30. We'd run an inside slice trap to Moss, who was lined up at a slot back. and he got to the 29.5. I think the officials messed up on that penalty. It should have been from the 27 back to the 17, but we wound up getting a little yardage out of that.
Bruce, they like this trip set with Sellers and with Moss at that slot position. Look for us to throw a little bit out of that, especially when we go trips left.
2nd down, 14, back to pass, Triplett looking out there, wide open Reader. Reader 40, Reader 43, he's close to first. He's about a yard short, but Jason Reader is being uncovered. Nobody seems to want to cover him. He got knocked out of bounds on a 42.5. We're about a half a yard short. It's 3rd down and a half a yard.
From this vantage point, it looks like the other 2 receivers are running the secondary off on deep routes. Reader just slips in short and making that clutch catch, and now it's 3rd down and very short yardage.
They spotted on a 42 and a foot. We got to get to the 43. We need about 3/4 of a yard. And there's 6:38 and a half, and we hit Cantrell, and he got it, and he pounded, and he spun, and he twisted, and he fought his way to the 50. Tony Cantrell pounds his way for 7 yards and a first down.
Tony Cantrell on the season averaging 10 yards per carry. Cantrell cannot, or at least he hasn't, been brought down by one man in the open field, and that is quite a load. 235-pound fullback who's operating on a little bit of a tender knee tonight.
Well, Lebanon's got a pretty good crowd on hand, not as many as last week. Oakland's brought a few. We got trips to the left, back to pass. Sellers, wide open Reader again. Reader's to the 40, and he's out of bounds. Somebody is not covering Jason Reader. He's down inside the 40. I think they'll spot it on the 39. That's close to a first down. It is a first down. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Reader's going to have a great night tonight, Terry.
Bruce, that's his 3rd consecutive reception. 12 yards, 11 yards, and he's wide open every play.
Ball on a 39, 1st down and 10. Triplett right on the money again. Senior quarterback sends trips to the right. One setback is Rose. Tight ends to the left. We run an inside trap. Sellers pounds and twists and turns and gets to the 35 and got 4 and got knocked down and got 4 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
John, what looks like is going on in that secondary for Oakland?
Tom, 2 plays before when they hit Reader on the out over here, Dan France, the free safety normally, came over and defended him. Also, Torrey Patterson's over here. They're just laying off of him. They're giving him 10 yards at the line of scrimmage.
They may be trying to double team Mo Thompson, our leading receiver. They're letting Reader go. We need 6. Back to pass. There's a pass over the middle. Thompson had it and dropped it. Well, we had him open on the 24. Mo had it in his hands, and it hit there, and it shot all the way to the 5-yard line. But he was open on the 24 as we run a slant to Mo Thompson. Incomplete. Now we're 3rd and 6.
Cantrell checks in for the Blue Devils, so that backfield will have Cantrell at the fullback. Of course, Triplett at the quarterback. We will go with Jade Sellers standing as the tailback, and we'll go with the Twins right.
It is Twins right. I said take the ball, fake to Sellers. Look, there goes Mo Thompson. Long pass. There's a flag. That was Chavez Job. They may call pass interference. Holding. It is either a holding or pass interference. Chavez was trying to go on a fade or a flag route, and I think somebody grabbed him and held him.
John,
pass interference. John, what do you got?
Number 22, Jason Wilkerson for Oakland, saw that Chavez was going to be wide open, grabbed his jersey, slowed him down. That drew the flag.
So that's a 15-yard. Wait a minute, ref. You're going the wrong way. You better turn around and go the other way. Is that offensive pass interference?
John, what you got?
John, what do you got now?
They're going to call it against Chavez. Evidently, they had they mixed it up there, and evidently the flag went against Chavez. The coaches on the sideline for Lebanon are going nuts.
We either had our flanker may have been lined up on the line of scrimmage, and we may have had an illegal receiver downfield. Chavez, check on that, John. Snap his back. Punt is away. Line drive punt hits on the 19, rolls to the 20, to the 15, and comes to a halt. John, on that last play, I think maybe our flanker could have been on the line of scrimmage, and that would made Chavez an illegal receiver. Check on the penalty. The ball's on the 15. Terry, what do you got?
Bruce, that's 36 yards on the punt. Oakland to take over on their own 14. The penalty, Bruce, was called interference. It was not illegal participation or illegal receiver. They called interference.
You're right, because I seen him give that motion. So they called offensive pass interference and loss of down. Oakland takes over on the 15. Slot left. One setback. They send that slot in motion. Take the ball back looking for a pass. Pass out there in the flat, and it just simply went right through Pearson's hands on the 30. John, did you ever find out what happened down on the field? Let's go to John Bryant.
That's what they called, Bruce, offensive pass interference. The back judge said he did not see the defensive pass interference, that the offensive pass interference happened sometime when the ball was in the air.
Well, that reminds me of Thursday night. Slot right, I set. Oakland's got the ball on the 15. Take the ball and they run it up the middle and they slant outside and we hit him out there and we knock him down. Greer's there to hit him. The first man was Garrett, I think. Garrett and Greer and also Rose. Zach Greer's in at linebacker and he knocked him down. He lost yardage back to about the 17. 4:18 and the clock runs and a half. Lebanon only leading 7-0. Oakland and Lebanon. Ball's on a 17 and a half. The wind seems to have died down a little bit, not a whole lot. Oakland's got the wind behind their back. 4 minutes to go and a half. Lebanon 7, Oakland 0. Oakland's quarterback comes to the line, takes the ball, looks for Hot. He got killed and he completed it. Somehow we had people smothering him. That was Bryson and Cantrell, and he completed that pass up the field to his tight end, and he caught it on the 20 and got to the 21, but it's still short of a first down. Oakland will have to punt. Reeder will go deep. 3:30 and a half. Lebanon 7, Oakland 0. Ball is on the 21. And the punter, Olito, and Reeder goes back to the 43, his own 43. Snap is a good one. And it's back. We are got to return on, and it's off the side of his foot, but it will get a good roll, and Reeder just gets away from it, and it rolls all the way to the 27-yard line. So Oakland has stayed in good field position by their punter, Terry Stafford.
From the Oakland 21, it finally rolls dead on the Lebanon 27. That's 52.